What does a therapist do on your recovery journey? I often ask clients, what do you think my role is? And they say they don't know. That is a predicament.
I'm Gary, a best-selling author and ex-addict. I now help addicts recover. This is me in Dublin City Centre, helping addicts.
So for this episode, I'm going to share with you a thought exercise, an analogy about what they do. And it's pretty simple. An addict comes, they ask for help, and what? What do we do? Well, you talk, and guess what? You don't freaking back it up. You know, there's a famous person says that. Anyway, the real key is this. The analogy is a sports star and the world's leading professional coach who is going to help you go from League 2 football into the Premiership. And I like football. Maybe you like football, so this will resonate a bit with you. If it doesn't, think about it as a therapist's journey with a client to recovery, because that's what the analogy is saying. Someone who's addicted to sober, we're saying League 2 to Premier League. And to use that, I'll extend a little bit further into this. So a coach, what will a coach do for you to get you into your Premiership level? And any person will say, they'll help me with my diet, my training, and maybe do some drills on the pitch. We'll play football, we'll pass, and we'll shoot, and we'll do these types of things. That's all correct. That literally is absolutely correct. But what else do they do? So that's the surface level answers. Drills, running, strength and conditioning, diet. These are very normal answers. What else do they do? They will literally go so much levels deeper to make you a better player. It is unbelievable. For example, the sports coach will analyze your data. So if you're running X amount, Premier League footballers are running this amount, there's a big difference, right? And what's in the difference? Is it laziness? Is it not enough momentum, energy? Is it fatigue? What's happening to why you're not doing those same numbers? The pitch not big enough? I don't know. We'll find out. What else do they do? Show you how off the ball you're playing. If you're playing off the ball, are you making the right decisions? Are you going into this space when you should be going into this space? And if you're going into this space, when you receive the ball, what are you doing in that moment? Are you looking backwards, across, or forward? See, there's many different ways to perceive this. It's not just the surface level conditioning, strength, diet, and then also your the drills that you're gonna do. The drills are, why are you being drilled on this? Why is this a drill? Why drill? Why? To get better and better and better and better. So therefore you produce better results. And when you produce better results, you get promoted, and you'll get, a transfer increase, a salary bump. So for you, an addict, a recovering one, you might think that you're just going to go there and just talk about this and this and this and this, but actually what's happening under the surface, or consciously, unconsciously, you're actually going there to see, what are you tripping up on? Why are you making this decision on a Saturday night? Why are you sniffing your brains out then? That didn't happen from Saturday 5 minutes ago or Saturday an hour ago when you ordered a bag. It actually happened 3 days ago on a Thursday when you said, when am I going out? Am I going out this weekend? And you committed to going out this weekend. And then additionally, you committed to the same people that is actually taking the drugs. You got a big problem there, because that's going to keep manifesting. If the same thing next Thursday, you get paid, and then we're going out on the weekend on the lash, or there's a festival coming up, or you have an argument with the missus, so you just want to go out and get away from it. You'll be able to realize that your trips, the people, the conditions that you give yourself, if you have enough money in your bank, if you don't have enough money in your bank, all of this will be examined from a third person perspective. And as you have that data, you can start making better decisions. You can realize what emotions is causing you to go and use. Usually, it's not the emotion of, this is exciting, this is thrill, I can't wait to do this on the weekend. Usually, it's born out of boredom. It's born out of frustration, anger, and a little bit of that thought process of, this is going to be a great weekend. But that comes way after all of this crap emotions that you're feeling. So I hope that you have a little bit more of an understanding around what a therapist would do for you on your recovery journey. It's not just the surface level stuff. It is looking deeper, and what they do look deeper is helping you make better decisions, be more conscious of the trips you're falling into, the traps you're falling into. And therefore, each week you'd be able to review. If you did trip up, and relapsing is common, but if you do trip up, why you tripped up, and preventing that next time, and therefore eventually you get to a place where if you relapse the first week, you relapse the second week, you don't relapse the third, You relapse the 4th, so you had a 2-week spurt, and then you go to the 6th week, and you had a 3-week spurt, the 7th week, should I say. And then you extend until you're absolutely breaking free, and you realize the devastation. And you'll realize the devastation more, in fact, after a relapse of 2 weeks, of 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You realize the chaos that it's caused. And that's also part of it that I didn't mention in this episode. The consequences you will discuss. The consequences, actually looking at them, not just thinking, oh, I feel bad today and that's it, oh, my missus is giving out to me. No, you're actually going to have less likelihood to be employed, less likelihood to get a promotion. You're not going to be up for in the talks for getting a promotion, or you're probably not going to move up the ranks. You're probably higher likelihood to get fired in your work. You probably aren't going to have the best relationship. You're probably not going to be the best role model. Actually seeing the devastation for what it is, looking at all those nitty gritty things that can actually add this legal course, this legal case against cocaine or against an addiction that you have. And as you have that leverage, you have that momentum against it, it will make it more easier for you to decide not to do it. I like the analogy where if I don't like food, I don't like my favorite food, I don't like my least favorite food because of all of these reasons in my mind. They're there. Licorice, I think black licorice is like my least favorite food. Just the taste, the smell, the look of it, the texture in my mouth. I could talk about it. That's just powerful beliefs I have towards that. To someone who's an addict, unconsciously, they are craving or loving or falling into the positive aspect of it. I love pasta carbonara. That's my favorite food. So I think about that. I think about sitting on a holiday that I had when I was younger in France, not Italy, surprisingly enough. I picture that image and food, carbonara before training. Footballers have carbonara. I just think there's so much good positive connections in my mind to why I like it. So for you, what are you going to do along your recovery journey? If you want to get some help, I would love to help you. Click the link in the description. You can also join the free community that's down there. That's 2 links, 2 different ones. If not with me, do seek out some professional help, because I have heard it all. I've heard, I'm going to try it on my own. I'm going to say I can't afford it. When they say they can't afford it, they're falling into the trap of, I need to pay off the dealer. But then when I pay off the dealer, I simultaneously get a bag. Yeah, so you clearly can't afford it. And that's not, again, my price aren't extortion or whatever, but it's unbelievable how people trip themselves up and say, I'll try it on my own, and then 6 months later you check back in with them, they're still using. It's unbelievable. I will do that on a consistent basis. That's basically my whole business right now that I'm learning. And there's a bit of lesson for you. Just following up with someone in 1 month's time. I haven't had anyone that hasn't been using in 1 month's time. Just listen to that. People are so trapped. I want to help them. If you know someone that's struggling, maybe send them over my way. Give them a little referral. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's been a blessing being here. We'll see you in the next episode. I appreciate you for being here, like I mentioned. Thank you.